Wow, guys, Chuck Schumer went on The View and it got ugly. You guys gotta check this video out.
Running to the ladies of the View as his own party demands his scalp for caving on the vote Republican spending bill. Instead of getting a warm hug, Chuck walked straight into a buzzsaw and then he stepped in it.
We are friends, but I think you caved. I think you and 9 other Democrats caved. I don't think you showed the fight that this party needs right now.
I'd say, Sonny, no one wants to fight more than me, and no one fights more than me. You got to fight smart. You have two choices. One bad, the other devastating. One chops off one of your fingers, the other chops off your arm.
Your own party saying
Yes.
you've got to go.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm the best leader for the Senate.
You're not going anywhere.
We have a great. We're moving forward. It's a different kettle.
Chuck Schumer is finding out just how tolerant that the Democratic Party is, guys. I don't mean to pause the video so soon. I just had to put that in there before I lost my train of thought.
Of fish than it used to be. And that's why we're fighting them so hard. They are controlled by a small group of wealthy, greedy people. And you know what their attitude is? I made my money all by myself. How dare your government take my money from me?
Wait a minute. He just described the Democratic Party, did he not? He's so full of it. Chuck Schumer, where did you get your millions and millions of dollars worth from? You know, you've been doing stuff for other people. Let's keep going, man.
Okay, you know what? One of the things that Chuck Schumer tried to say, Dana, is that, she wants to get rid of him. And he's basically saying, look, you want me. She's basically saying to him, we want to get rid of you. And he's saying, if you get rid of me, you're not going to get anyone as good as me. And I'm smart enough to know what was coming down the pike.
I think he made the right decision. I think he made the wrong communications all week long. He led Democrats to believe that he was not going to vote for it. And at the last minute, he changed his mind and it made everybody mad. Instead of giving them the tough medicine and making them eat their vegetables, he was like, here, I'll just keep feeding you donuts all day long. And then they screamed because they were on a sugar high and furious with him. They don't have the power to do that. And I think that he made a strategic decision that was the right one. But even Hakeem Jeffries on the House side, he's furious with him. Now Chuck Schumer cancels his book tour, but he still goes on The View because he wants to talk to them. Again, I think they continue to the communications of it all just kills me. I think that it's not up until 2028. He will probably weather this storm. But there are some hard feelings on the Democratic side, and it's deeper than usual.
Yeah, it is deeper. But, the far left, when you read this, they talk about the fact that the transgender stuff is crazy, but they're afraid to speak out against it. So they agree, they're now saying this may be their transition to becoming more moderate. But, what are they afraid of?
Well, of being boycotted, socially ostracized, being called a bigot. That's how they operate. See, Republicans are more of like a big tent party. We're kind of like a family, and Democrats are like a prison gang. If you're in a prison, you're in either the whites, you're the blacks, you're the Hispanics. If you talk to anyone else outside your little group, they'll jump you.
Exactly, man. The Democrats are like a train wreck of a party right now. They don't know what's going on. They don't know who to look to when you say the word leader. They don't know who to look to. They don't know what they're going to do in 2028. They don't even know what they're doing with Senate right now. I'm telling you guys, these people have screwed up so bad, and I believe that they're starting to realize how bad they may have actually went. Because now you're trying to blame Doge. Like, how dare Elon save us millions and millions of dollars in tax and cut unnecessary spending? How dare he? He's so evil. Like, that doesn't even make sense, man. They don't even know what they want to do nowadays, man. Let's keep going.
And they'll cut you. And I don't know this because I haven't been in prison, but I've spoken to a few people like that. And the Republicans were just trying to keep the tent big enough to win. Like, there's guys that think Zelensky's a scam artist and guys that are like with the flag pin all day. We have people that disagree about tariffs and other people who feel differently about that. But at the end of the day, it's like we're tolerant. The Democrats are intolerant. We respect different wings, like the log cabin wing and the Christian right. Might not get along, but they respect each other. Just like any wing of the party. Maybe a country club Republican might not marry his daughter to a hardcore MAGA extremist, but they all can have brunch together as long as Trump wins. The Democrats, if they disagree with you, they don't respect you at all. they're going to like boycott your restaurant.
Yep.
They're going to like basically try to kill you. And that's no fun because everyone's basically like, I kind of agree about boys not being in women's sports too, but I'm afraid to say anything. Who wants to be in a party that's not only not fun, but you can't be yourself?
Exactly.
What
I'll tell you guys what. Trump has a great resume. Just listen for a second. He has 4 years of presidential service, and then after that, 4 more years of combat service. You know what I mean with everything they threw at him. Now he gets another 4 more years of presidential service. I don't know, man. He may have like he lived a good life. He's living a good life actually, because he's changing America. This guy's gonna go down in history, man. If they don't put him on Mount Rushmore, I'm gonna say that's racist. But they're talking about putting Barack Obama. Come on, man. Let's keep going.
do you think, Jessica?
I'm myself basically all the time, and no one has stabbed me or come up behind me in the shower, so everything seems okay.
Why would they be in the shower?
It's Shiv.
It's prison, right? Didn't he say that we're like okay?
They're the
Okay.
most
We're
vulnerable
listening. I
in the
know. I
shower.
block him
Yeah.
out too.
Yeah.
Chuck Schumer isn't up for re-election for a while, and if people think that the leadership fight is going to come down to a CR bill that happened in March of the beginning of Trump's second term, that's doubtful. But it is an indication that the Senate minority leader isn't on the same page as the rest of the caucus, who wants to fight and push back as much as possible on Trump. And Dana's completely correct. It was a strategic problem here, that there was no communication strategy about what was going on, and that you have left some of your most vulnerable members who are up for re-election a lot sooner than this, like John Ossoff in Georgia, seats that we desperately need to keep, kind of out on an island by themselves, then saying that they're going to vote against this CR. I will say, though, on the woke front, everybody is just going to the normal place here. Gavin Newsom with his podcast, what Seth Moulton is talking about. And there's been no evidence. We've had a few special elections that have happened since Trump was elected, and Democrats have overperformed, flipping seats in red districts like in Iowa. And people are not out there talking about trans issues. They're talking about bread and butter stuff, how to deliver for your family, the kitchen table.
Greg, is that because
Anyways.
they actually believe in that stuff, or they just want to win?
Anyways.
Just want to win, because let's not forget what Seth Moulton really said about Trump. He said he was a racist. He called him a threat to our national security, and he called him a maniac. And now he's trying to say,
Yep.
please don't call each other names. So yeah, you know what? Change when you're supposed to change. Don't change when you think you're going to lose. That's what
Exactly.
I say. You're like the guy who's about to get dumped, going, but I can change, but I can change. You didn't change. Yeah, but you could have changed 5 years ago. You didn't change, and now you're worried that you're going to lose me, and now you're going to say you're going to change. But I kind of resent the producers for making us watch, Chuck Schumer at The View. It was like the penguin visiting SeaWorld. He should have brought, that would have been a nice little peace offering if he brought like a nice bucket of sardines and just went like.
Come on, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Greg Gutfeld, he always has something great to say and always a great analogy. But Jessica Tarlov, at some point you got to get on board, because you call out Trump after week. Your TDS is really starting to show, and it's looking really bad on you. Just go over to MSNBC. Please, just go over there, because I'm pretty sure you'll be way more welcome than you are on the 5. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you're new, and as always, let me know what you react to. We're out.